Alright, hello and welcome to Let's Play yet another no-name MAME game. Today's no-name MAME game is, of course, HAL21. So let's jump right into the game. First thing you notice is they give you auto-fire. That's unusually considered of a game from the 80s. Second thing you notice, whoa, Xevious ahoy, it even has bombs. That's right, that little reticule is not just for ridicule. It's got bombs. And as you see, there are land targets, you blow them up. You've played Xevious before, you know how it goes. Of course, if you've also played Xevious before, you know that that's actually kind of a balls-hard kind of game. Also, it's really slow. This game, I can at least appreciate the energy behind it. And I mean, it might not seem like a heck of a lot, but back in the day, this would have been pretty fast. Your reflexes would have been tested beyond their natural 80s capacity. In fact, this skill might almost bleed into the 90s. Of course, double standards ahoy, if this game was released in the 90s, I would be very disappointed, and it would be incredibly slow. Now we have the addition of annoying land enemies, where, because your bomb doesn't lock on or anything, so when you're blowing up stationary little turrets, it's fine, it's great, I can deal with that. But when it's tanks and they move, that's ridiculous. Because I mean, the whole point about a spaceship shoot 'em up is that you just blow up everything in sight with barely any skill. Once you started like relying on super skill and like aiming, and you start pretending like it's a real airplane game and you gotta actually try to hit stuff, then I don't know, that takes away some of the accessibility and just rampant fun. Okay, the moment of truth doesn't let you continue. I think we already knew that it doesn't. Which is unfortunate for how... Wow. It even copies Xevious's weird design style, or background design style, where it's like backgrounds involving the Nazca lines. Still, I do like how close only counts for horseshoes in this game. Because your bombs kind of blow up, so you don't need to be spot on. You just gotta be on the spot. Cripes. So yeah, as you see, they're like throwing enemies at me, but they're throwing more enemies than I can possibly shoot. I mean, I kind of like it when shoot 'em ups do that, but it's dang, that's a lot of enemies. Oh. What now, tank? I may earlier have complained about you, but you're mine now. At the very least, the tanks can't destroy the sky enemies when you fly over them. That's kind of a pet peeve when land enemies can destroy sky enemies just by touching them. Of course, it's really a pet peeve just because some games are consistent about it, some games aren't. Oh, that's not great. Okay, let's give it one more conceited go. I mean, I like the game's style, it's fast. Evidently, it even has two-player, although I wish I was the two-player ship. That blue is pretty classy. It's even got two-player. What more could you want from a game? I'm assuming this is like Xevious' successor, because it's so similar to Xevious, yet they've got so many more design elements, and they did things right, that it has to be. Alright, let's focus. Let's get dangerous. Oh yeah, enemies. You may have seen me before, but now I'm me. Also, dangerous mode means turning off the sound. Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened to the sound there. My sound's still there. At least, I hope it is. That would be interesting. Man, it's almost like a regular gameplay video now. I'm beginning to see why this will never work. So, welcome back, and I went through okay, so it's by SNK 1985. That's pretty interesting. So I went through the quote, after I got serious, and I did about as well as I did before, which is sad, but acceptable. But yeah, evidently this game is made by SNK in one of their previous in their infamous pre-Neo Geo days. And I'm a little disappointed that it wasn't by Namco. That means SNK may have heavily been influenced by Xevious a little bit. That being said, they did some good stuff with it, and they had some interesting... They sped up the game, and I like that. And then they added in two-player, evidently. So that's pretty cool. And you know what? SNK, good job. Still, man. I like that it's hard, yet there are no, like, power-ups. So it's like, you're not losing because you completely... You're like... So with games with power-ups, you, like, die once, you lose all your power-ups, and then it's hard. But with this game, it's just hard because there's, like, so much stuff thrown at you. And I'm pretty sure if you played it a couple times, you'd memorize where everything is. You'd be able to go through it pretty quickly. But, like, yeah, it's sort of artificial difficulty, but it's not because of the power-ups or the control scheme or anything. It's just, the game is just hard. So I like that. I can respect that. And transforming space shuttles are actually the bosses of the future, so good call on that one. Well, we've enjoyed this game enough, and on that note, this cat's got a scat.